college band radio community. How is everybody doing on this fine Wednesday? We are all here today. Well, not all. Jason isn't here, but the rest of us are all here.
F in the chat. F in the chat for Jason.
Can we get some F's in the chat real quick?
F's in the chat.
How is everybody doing today? Let's start with Savannah. Savannah, how's your day going? How's your week been?
I'm doing fine. I'm in the middle of like midterms and stuff, so I'm kind of tired all the time. I might have had too much coffee today, but
How much is too much?
Depends. I think today is too much though. This is like I have like iced coffee next to me all the time, so just to stay awake. So I have a busy night ahead of me because it's the middle of the week and I'm on that quarter system, so I have to figure out registration or whatever. But other than that, I'm doing okay.
Annabelle, how about you?
I'm good. I've just been chilling. I just finished a really good movie. I think it's called The Untouchables. It's a new one they put on Netflix. It's really lighthearted and cute. So
okay.
Nice. Alex, how about you? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Life is good. Interesting as usual. Sports are going well. It just snowed in New Jersey, so I had to go shovel my driveway like 15 times. So that was probably the only thing. Yeah, I think we got at least a foot of snow.
Hey, that was the snowstorm that was here last week.
It wasn't just that, because there was also a storm coming up from the south apparently.
Good.
So they got hit with both.
Oh,
great! From what I heard,
we got both. Happy joy.
And Hannah, how are you doing?
I'm doing so great because like an hour ago, I got a call that UNI has a snow day tomorrow, except my class got moved to Zoom. So it's not really a snow day. But I don't have to get out of bed. So that's kind of awesome. It's supposed to be like 30 below zero and like a blizzard, but do be like that sometimes. Also, I'm wearing this funny Maryland shirt that I got. It's
not funny.
I think it's funny. Like,
I think it's a pretty comical shirt. I think it's
like funny in a good way.
Clever.
Yeah, like because it has a little Jurassic Park. I think that's fun. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to. I don't have anything else exciting to share.
I got Craig. Craig, do you like your Dirty Terp shirt?
I do. I was really debating wearing it, but I decided, I have to go with the Soup Bowl shirt in honor of the Super Bowl.
Because it's Super Bowl week.
It is. All right, let's go around. What are our who are we rooting for? I have a feeling it's unanimous, but let's just go around one quick time. I'll start. I am cheering for not Tom Brady.
Yeah, sounds about right. That's pretty much.
And Craig, you don't live in Kansas City, so you.
I mean, I live in Kansas City, but I'm a Giants fan, so like I'm not gonna root
so you're
for not
St.
my
Louis
team.
Battlehawks fan.
No. I'm not gonna root for a team that's not my team.
What? You're not gonna root for the XFL?
This is now your team. You've been gifted the best team.
I'm sorry.
That's true.
They have
I moved from where the best
Mahomes
team is.
Great.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes is great, and he's fantastic.
Wait.
And if I were gonna allow myself to pick a second team, sure, I would be a dirty traitor, and I would pick the Kansas City Chiefs because that'd make me a bandwagon fan. But also,
bro,
like,
you're gonna pick Danny Dimes over Patrick Mahomes.
See, I'm not gonna pick Danny Dimes over Patrick Mahomes because Danny Dimes isn't in the Super Bowl.
He trips over himself.
And like, if it was the Giants versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I would still root for the Giants, but I would put my money on Kansas City. I know my team. Like, don't get me wrong.
I'm glad,
but I'm not going to be rooting for another team. I'll want them to win because that makes Tom Brady lose. But I'm rooting against Tom Brady, not for the Chiefs.
So we got a Chiefs.
Another fun fact about that, actually, about Patrick Mahomes, which I'm also rooting for the Chiefs, by the way. I'm normally a Lions fan, so I'm not bandwagoning necessarily, but like always just pick one.
Or no, diehard Lions fan, 24/7.
Oh, I am a diehard Lions fan.
There we go.
If you go through an 0-16 season, you still come out you're kind of diehard. So Hy-Vee sponsors Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
Well, in Hy-Vee right now, they're like their brand of cereal, they have him on it right now, and I think that's so fun. So Another
You know
reason to
you've
root
made
for the
it.
Chiefs.
It was the weirdest thing when I moved out here. I was used to seeing him in like State Farm commercials, and that was basically it. But like when I first moved out here and started watching commercials, every other commercial had him in it. Like Ivy, which for those of you that don't know what it is, for those of you that aren't Midwesterners, it's a supermarket. Nebraska Furniture Mart, which is Market. I don't know. It's a furniture store.
Furniture store.
There are other ones that I'm just blanking on. I haven't really been watching much live TV recently, but yeah, Pat Mahomes is in everything. Like he could retire. He could just never play another game of football again in his life, and still have an absurd amount of money from just his brand deals alone up until this point in his career. Like if he just ever makes it time.
Like Shaq.
Yeah, like.
Hey, Shaq's the best. We love Shaq.
You know the general commercials?
Yeah, he's the...
I hate those commercials so much.
What about the Frosted Flakes ones? Like Tony the Tiger actually talks instead of just saying they're great. It's kind of weird.
New cereal commercial with Toucan Sam. They did some weird things to Toucan Sam, and I do not appreciate it.
Okay, wait.
Like,
so okay,
wait,
let's come.
Hold on. You can't just say that and not give context.
No, it's just like he's more cartoony now.
He's Toucan Sam.
Like he used to. I mean, he always was cartoony, but like now it's a different style of cartoony than it was back in like the early 2000s when I was sitting and watching like Nick. But I remember when there was the wild card game on Nickelodeon. The NFL wildcard game, and I was watching it, and there was a Fruit Loops commercial, and I was like, "What is this new mascot?" And it's like they just redesigned Toucan Sam. Like that's okay.
That's rude.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? The best cereal commercial is, of course, is the Reese's
Wheaties.
Puff. No, Reese's Puff. I still that was always on.
That was always on.
It was like Disney XD and whatever the channel was called before they did that. It was always on during whatever I was watching. Yeah, the Go-Gurt ones. Like, I could probably recite both.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which promotes cannibalism.
I love referencing Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercials.
I think the commercials are wild, but the cereal is really good.
I don't think I've ever actually. No, I've had it. Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Okay.
It's one of the best.
Okay, wait. So I want to get so we need to gauge. So Hannah's got Chiefs. Annabelle's obviously got Chiefs. Savannah has not Tom Brady, but like, are you gonna pick a team?
I am a Seattle Seahawks fan that experienced Super Bowl 49.
Okay, so she's picking the Seahawks.
I'm picking the Seahawks.
Picking the Seahawks.
Anybody but Tom Brady. But here's the thing: is that there's a couple players from UW that play for the Bucks, so I'd like to see them do well. But I think I want the Bucks to lose. You know what I mean? Like I want to see them do like a few like. Good job, But
yeah, like
I need Kansas City to win. Yeah.
Craig, you're the same way, basically, right?
I have no desire to see the Bucks score any points, have any positive plays. I want Tom Brady to suffer in this game, not physically. So, like, I don't want him to get injured or anything.
You want him to be embarrassed.
I want him to be very embarrassed by a terrible performance that basically forces him into retirement.
Ooh.
I want the Bucks to be embarrassed and cut him after the Super Bowl.
So I have a weird take here because I am a Rays fan, and like Tampa has had every professional sports team reach a championship game. So like for that reason, I would want the Bucks to win because then it would be really cool because then Tampa's like title town USA. But
that's not okay.
In my heart of hearts, I want Brady to lose because I like Mahomes a lot better. Yeah. And I also like Andy Reid because he used to be the coach of the Eagles. So I want him to win another Super Bowl.
Andy Reid also he coached. I think it was when is it the Rams? He coached UNI football great and NFL MVP Kurt Warner.
He never.
They're making a movie about Kurt Warner.
Did he?
Nice.
Yeah, he was like defensive coordinator or something.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I remember what
like
one.
St. Louis Rams.
Yeah, no, he's never.
Or
it was St. Louis Rams. Yeah. Back in the day. That's marching band. Marching band is the greatest show on turf.
To any of our viewers, if you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the chat. But otherwise, we will continue to just banter.
I have some prop bets that I want to give you guys for the Super Bowl because you know how like prop bets are always a thing that happens. So I just heard from my
Don't know what
brother.
that is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
prop bets are basically like, so like actual bets during the game in terms of like who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. Like picking points, picking spread, picking yards, and all that stuff. So prop bets are like miscellaneous things. So like one of the prop bets that's always for the Super Bowl is over under on how long the national anthem is going to take.
Who's singing
So I
this year?
think Eric Church and then an R&B singer. Here, let me go check this to make sure.
He's Aaron Church. He's a country singer, right?
Yeah.
Eric Church.
Yeah, yeah.
That was my bet if I screwed that
Well,
up. But
what
I
No, I
think
think
the
you said
over
long?
I think the over under is 149.
Oh, that's short. Maybe just because I'm a singer, but
You're
that
right.
feels short.
But I don't think he would drag it out as much as some of the other singers have in the past.
I'm gonna check this to make sure so that we
Who's
can
the
get
R&B
this.
singer?
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah, I think that
Jasmine
might be-
Sullivan.
No idea who that is.
Who?
Okay, so average length of the performance has been just around 156. So you guys taking it? All right, are you guys?
Is he gonna have his guitar? Because he might do a little solo.
If
he's got his guitar, I'd take the over. But if he doesn't, my computer just popped up.
Well,
I'm gonna take the under. I'm taking the under. Dudes tend to go shorter. Although we just had a dude do it for you and I for a volleyball game, where literally he was like, it was a wild performance of the national anthem. I did not know what to feel about it afterwards. But he was like throwing some vibrato in there and like just holding it. I was like, okay, we got it.
I will say, for context, Jasmine Sullivan has performed the national anthem twice before, and both of those went under 156. Now what I'm reading on this, because people are putting a lot of effort into try to figuring out this thing, they said the last duet performance at the Super Bowl of the national anthem went 2:08, and if Church has his guitar, that could add some time on too.
I think Church probably, given the duo, he probably will have his guitar. And he'll probably be doing more backup vocals, which would lead me to believe that it's probably going to go on the.
Okay, so Craig's got over.
I'm going over.
I got over. I'm going to go over.
I'm going to go under just for fun.
I'm going with Hannah. I'm going under.
Hannah's got that Go Cats energy.
All right.
Whenever I'm singing the national anthem, I feel like it takes years. I'm like, oh my God, am I done yet? You know,
we have some other funny prop bets.
All right, what other prop bets do we have for the Super Bowl?
Will Eric Church or Jasmine Sullivan forget or omit a word from the national anthem?
No, I don't think they will.
No.
Okay.
And I mean, they probably already have it scheduled because like everything is timed.
Oh, I don't know if they're in person or what it's going to be.
No, I'm sure it's going to be in person.
That was the funny thing I forgot to mention with that person who I just mentioned who did a whole ton of vibrato and wild stuff. We recorded all the national anthems this year, and the video for that went so long as we were trying, like the ESPN broadcast, because I was on camera crew that night. When we came in, it was still dark because they were having to do player introductions. So like the broadcast goes live, and they're just staring at the dark gym, and we're like, well, we tried.
All right.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. It really do.
I have a couple more interesting ones, and then I want to go into the halftime show, because obviously the weekend is the halftime show performer this year, and there's some interesting ones here.
I have no idea what's going on with the Super Bowl.
Also, the weekend, 0 Grammy nominations.
I didn't hear about that. I have a hard time keeping up with those.
Did they release any music?
Yeah. It's just one person.
I remember I heard about a tour. I think he's going on tour in 2021.
Yeah, he released After Hours. Yeah, After Hours was like one of the best albums of the year.
Wait, let me look it up. I think I know.
He did Blinding Lights, didn't he?
Yep, that was on that album.
That's a bop.
And that didn't get nominated for any Grammy.
It sounds kind of like, in my opinion, it sounds a little bit like
what song?
Take On Me.
Blinding Lights.
That's part of
I hear it.
Yeah,
I can hear it. I can hear it.
I'm gonna mute myself so I can listen to it.
Okay.
It has the same vibe.
We played Take On Me my senior year of band. That was a fun
We did
one.
my junior year.
A Maryland
it was so
staple.
fun. Or my sophomore year.
Yeah, that's one of our constants. I love that one.
Yeah, that's one of our
That's
one of our staples after I think we're putting that in the folders for our football games. That's going to be one of our stance tunes.
All right.
I know it doesn't matter, but I think it was actually my junior year, not my senior year. But I don't know. It was one of those.
Liar.
We have
Craig,
some funny
liar.
prop bets going on.
Forgive me,
here.
Diet Coke for I've said.
All right. Guys, who do you think will be shown first during the national anthem? Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes?
Tom Brady.
Brady.
I think I'm going to go
2 for
with Brady because they can do
3 for Brady.
Wait, shown first during the national anthem.
Shown first during the national anthem.
Okay, I think.
No, actually, I take it back. I'm going to go with Mahomes.
Okay,
actually.
so Mahomes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Mahomes. I thought at first I was thinking just overall broadcast. Broadcasts are definitely going to show Brady first.
I think
during
Brady.
The national anthem.
Okay, so Savannah's still keeping with Brady. Annabelle.
I don't know. It kind of depends on, I guess, like who's speaking, like what angle they're going at. Because if they're going to start out with, oh, this is Brady's X amount of.
No. It's just during the national anthem.
Just they're like B-roll.
Yeah.
They're like cutting away from the singers.
Wow.
And why I think it's going to be Mahomes is because it's literally I'm just doing it alphabetically because Chiefs comes before. Wait, oh my gosh, I take it because I think
Chiefs does not come before.
Oops. Yeah.
I don't want to talk.
Kansas comes before Tampa.
They're not
Okay, that's what
Kansas City.
Kansas City
Buccaneers.
Chiefs, Tampa Bay Rays. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Rays? Tampa Bay Rays?
Woo!
We ain't talking about the Rays. Get that
I'm
baseball
happy.
garbage
to
out of my
go.
Super Bowl.
I
Okay.
do think a lot of people
Right
do
now.
prefer Mahomes over Brady.
I'm gonna say Brady because I think
Popular.
they're gonna give it to.
I think
Like,
people
'cause
are
he's
over
the
Tom
oldest.
Brady.
I just
They're
want
tired of
our,
hearing
I just
about
want
him
our
and
viewers
looking
to
at him.
know that I do
And,
know
like,
the alphabet and I
Mahomes
just
is
said it wrong.
popular.
I'm not
She
stupid.
doesn't even go to a real school. UNI is not even real. Like,
Hey.
it's a myth. It's a myth.
Would a fake school have posters?
Yes. Have you never seen the movie Accepted? Highly recommend checking out that movie.
What's that?
It was a movie.
None of your sales.
It was a movie that I watched it like senior year of high school, like
Craig just
at the
came
end
up
of the
with
year.
A fake movie to
No,
try to defend his fake stance on
the
UNI.
movie Accepted. It's about this kid who I'm not sure if he forgets to apply to schools because he's just too lazy or like he just doesn't get accepted anywhere. But he makes this like fake school. He writes a fake acceptance letter and everything, and goes through this whole process of like faking it out and just trying to fool his parents. And then eventually like this like fake school that they make, it just because it snowballs into this giant thing. It's a very funny movie. At least I remember it being very funny. I don't know if it actually is.
I don't
Like going back,
this is
watching it like
weird.
5 years later, 6 years later. But
What's
like,
the next one, Alex?
Okay. Which player? Okay, this is another which player will be shown first. So these are both tight ends. Travis Kelce for the Chiefs or Rob Gronkowski for the Bucks.
During the national anthem,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think it's gonna go to Brady, and then it's gonna go to Mahomes,
go
and then
Rob.
possibly back to Gronkowski,
Ooh.
and then so
I
I,
don't
think
know
Gronkowski.
I don't know any of these people.
I'm gonna go
so
with Rob.
I-
A lot of people
Yeah.
like him.
yeah,
Okay, so 2 Gronks,
yeah, definitely the Gronk.
I'll go. I'll
3
go
Gronks.
Gronk.
I
I'm
think they're
gonna
really
say-
gonna milk the whole like, oh, the Super Bowl is in Tampa sort of thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna affect who they show.
I'll make.
maybe they'll be like standing next to each other.
I don't
depending
know.
on
I'll
the
make it a
Super Bowl
clean
in Tampa?
sweep. Yeah, Super Bowl's in Tampa. It's the first
Wait.
time that a team has played the Super Bowl at their home stadium.
Rigged.
I feel like that's not fair.
That's
It was just coincidence. I
it's-
mean,
yeah, it's
it was gonna be
coincidence.
there whether or
Oh,
not
okay,
the Bucks were
well,
The
there.
Vikings
back.
almost had it a couple years ago.
And
They
then the
almost had it.
Eagles.
Okay, I
whooped
take it back.
them.
It is
Yeah,
fair.
the Eagles
I was
did.
just like,
I
It
was
would be
not
I realized
embarrassing
they
though
planned it
to
ahead of
have like the game in your stadium not even make it there.
It's-
It would be pretty rough,
You're like,
actually.
"Hey, like what are they doing in my locker room?" It's like, oh yeah.
That would
Well, I don't know
hurt,
if they get
actually.
that. I don't know if they have like. I'm guessing ahead of time teams can choose whether they can be home or away. So I'm just assuming that the Bucks got preference and we're like, yeah, we're the home team.
That would be really funny if they're the away team. I don't know. I don't know how it's chosen, but there is some way of deciding, and I think
have no
the
clue.
Chiefs are like technically the home team.
Yeah, I think by record they would be the home team.
Yeah,
'cause they have
which
a better
is
record.
just really funny.
I hope they have to go into the visitor locker rooms.
They're like,
Yeah.
everybody's here before.
What is this
Because, like
place?
some schools,
This sucks.
more like Or like high schools or colleges, like they don't put a lot of money into their visiting locker rooms, so they're kind of like trashy compared to the home ones, and then they have to like go in there.
Your high school puts money into their locker rooms?
Fun fact, the University of Iowa visitors locker room is painted pink.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew
so
that.
cute. Why?
Well, at the time they wanted to like
Intimidation.
Like, oh, ha,
Wait, is that for like?
room.
Do you guys just have
Football.
one visitors locker room, or is that just for one sport?
It's just for football.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like they did it a long time ago because obviously.
And then it just became a staple of like University of Iowa.
Yeah, it's just their vibe now.
So cute. I love a pink locker room.
I have Uno Mas
All right, give it to us.
national anthem thing. Which coach will be shown first? So the Chiefs coach,
Andy
Andy Reid,
That's gonna be Andy
or
Reid.
Bruce
Right.
Arians, who is the
100% Andy Reid.
I don't
Reid.
even know who the coach.
I
of
hope
the
he's wearing
Buccaneers
like a floral type of shirt, like one of those Hawaiian
should.
shirts since they're in Tampa. It'd be so funny.
Andy Reid
loved
just seems like a cool dude.
Every game, every Chiefs game, you'd get to see, ooh, what's he gonna wear this time? He's gone through so many different masks and like face shields and whatnot, and like combinations of different things to try and get to not fog up. But no matter what he did, he was just always a foggy boy.
Which I found was
A
funny whenever
foggy
they kept
boy.
putting like their play sheets in front of them so they couldn't hear him talk, and then they were like,
It's like habit.
"You're wearing a mask." Yeah.
Hmm
Yeah.
I remember watching like Pete Carroll. If you watch Pete Carroll, like when he's coaching, at some point during the game, he like will be chewing on gum, and he'll like really be chewing on the gum. So he has like the masks on, and it's like moving, and he has like just keep moving it up, and like he's just constantly like this over and over again. It's kind of funny.
I recently have been having the issue of my mask sliding down, even not chewing.
I wear the double mask now.
Yeah, the double mask is kind of helping it stay.
Yeah,
more secure.
What is the I don't know. They just discovered like the UK variant in Iowa and like the next county over, and I was like, oh, good.
Of course, it's in Iowa.
Yeah.
Florida,
Hannah.
Iowa.
Hannah.
Yeah,
You know,
they-
I'm saying,
the double
you know
mask.
how we
This
could
is
get
not
rid of,
even my
you know how
fault.
we could get rid of the UK variant in Iowa?
We're not flooding Iowa. We're not flooding Iowa.
I
That's
mean,
not a solution.
it objectively is. There would be
It's a
no more COVID in
solution.
Iowa if
I
we
mean,
flooded.
it's not a humane solution, but it's.
I never said that. I never said it was
Get
humane.
an arc.
Iowa.
Get an arc.
Oh, but then
Alright.
there'd still be COVID,
Iowa.
and that'd be like a super duper spreader.
All right. Well, these are the,
We're
so
all like
these are
10
the other
Iowans.
interesting. These are the other interesting prop bets, which is the halftime show. So for those that don't know, The Weeknd is the halftime performer. Starting off with how many songs will be played during the halftime show. Just for reference, in the last couple of years, apparently Shakira and Jennifer Lopez last year had 15.
15.
That was such
I
a
was
good
gonna be
show.
like 4.
But
There was
they
a
like
lot.
mashed a bunch of them up together like
Yeah.
real
Yeah,
short.
does that count mashing?
I guess Maroon
Like,
5
hey,
had Maroon 5 had 9, Justin Timberlake had 11, and Lady Gaga had 7 the last couple.
They
I
definitely have shoulders
literally-
on TV because it's like one song and then they're like done, and then they cut to
But-
the ads.
See, I
Over, under
remember
is 8.
watching. I'm trying to like think back. Last year's was like fun.
Last year,
Halo, I
Last year's
just-
was crazy.
Last year, just as soon as they came in and they just started Hips Don't Lie, I was like, let's go, Shakira!
Well, and then the year before that was
Maroon-
Sweet Victory, which was taken from us
Yeah.
by freaking sicko mode. Just guys,
so rude.
whoever the producer was, like, guys, I have this fantastic idea. So we're gonna take Sweet Victory and we're gonna mold it into sicko mode, and it's
I'm
gonna
gonna go
work.
with-
Just trust us.
It's not
Never
going to be
trust
cold
them.
out, right? It's going to be warm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in Tampa, so
I'm
warm.
going to go like 9 to 10ish.
So you're going over?
Yeah, because
It's just
I'm
over
gonna go
under
over.
8.
the new album out, so I think he's going to want to sing
Yeah.
he's going to first like sing his top 5 and then sing a bit of the album.
Okay.
You know why I know the weekend?
I think you
It's
know
because he did,
maybe I'm gonna agree with Annabelle. I think maybe 10, but I'm gonna say like two like ones that are familiar, then maybe 3 new ones, and then finish off with just like bangers.
Okay, I figured out the reason that I know him is because he did Starboy, and we played Starboy in my first college marching show.
Starboy's a
It
banger.
had the worst move. Yeah, it had the worst move I've ever done in it. We had to do like a follow the leader like snake style, where it was like going down and like around, but backwards.
That'd be so much fun.
And we don't turn and face the direction we're going. So it was so scary. There's like,
I love that.
It was like am I gonna get my teeth knocked out by the person in front of me when they fall backwards?
I hate that feeling of like
scary.
Oh. My favorite.
Literally, I like am covering my mouth because I'm like scared after the fact.
My favorite, just like mental. It's not really a memory, but just like my favorite thought about when I hear The Weeknd is the GIF on or not the GIF, the little clip from SNL of Daniel Craig introducing The Weeknd on SNL.
Yeah.
And then
Twitter account.
And then there's a Twitter account that every week, every Friday evening, tweets out that video, and it's just, ladies and gentlemen. And he does this little like shrug with it. Like I guess he's trying to be like, here they are, but it just kind of looks like a shrug, like The Weeknd. It's such an iconic thing, and every time I hear The Weeknd or think about The Weeknd or just process that the week is almost over, I think of that video.
I honestly, I like know a bunch of The Weeknd's music, but whenever I think of like The Weeknd, I think of the SZA song. That's like the song that I remember, which I don't know.
Wait, what song is that?
I don't want to sing.
Can you like name
you're gonna have
the
to look
song?
it up. It's called The Weeknd.
Oh, the song is called The Weeknd. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Her mic and sings it and then unmutes herself.
I'm like I'm not gonna hum this song.
Okay, so I want to know. Okay, so who's got? So it sounds like Craig and Annabelle are both over.
I'm also taking the over.
Taking the over.
I guess I'll take the over. I don't know.
I'm going with the over. I think it's. I think he's got enough to where it'll go over.
I looked at his like discography on Spotify and I like counted what I thought, and it was over.
Yeah. All right. Wardrobe changes. How many wardrobe changes will he have during the halftime show? The over under is 0.5.
Yeah, I think 0. I think I'm gonna take under.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna take the over because 0.5 could be like taking a jacket off or something.
Oh, that's true.
I'm gonna go with the over.
Wait, how do you get a 0.5? What qualifies it?
So basically 0.5 is used because like if you say
take your jacket off and
Adam Levine just took off his shirt when Maroon 5 was doing it. And now it's half
usually in
a
point spread. In a point spread, they'll have it as a half point so that there's no definites because you can't like there's like over, under, and then there's push. So push is like if you actually hit that number. So you can't push if you're at 0.5 because 0.5 doesn't exist.
Well, it could exist if he just takes off his shirt.
I know, but that's not going to count as 0.5.
I'll take the under just for fun.
Okay, so under.
Well, then what do we count if he just like takes off a jacket? Does that count as one or does that not?
I don't know what they're going to count as like an official wardrobe change.
Somebody sound off in the chat. What do you think? What do you think right now? Do we count the jacket as a full wardrobe change? Or
I don't think they'll count it.
So viewers, tell us. We want to hear from you. We can't decide.
Because like the girls are here changing like their whole dresses, you know. And I feel like
how many wardrobe changes did they have last year? Because I feel like they had a
lot.
couple. Yeah,
I think there were like 4 or 5 per lady.
Per lady. That's like a stat. It just like shows up in like the stat sheets, like touchdowns, interceptions, receiving yards.
I wish you know how they decide to pick out the weirdest like stats and then show a little banner on the bottom that's like, this is the first game played on a Tuesday at 4 p.m. and it's 35-degree weather.
That.
You know,
this
I
is the first Super Bowl of the year 2021.
Fun fact, yeah. But they have those for like the Super Bowl performances.
First pandemic Super Bowl we've ever had.
Really?
This is
wow, amazing.
Wow. And probably not going to be the last.
We have some fun ones coming up.
No, last, please.
Shush. Positives. All right. So we have songs coming up. So we're going to start. What is the first song that The Weeknd will play at the halftime show? There's a list. I have a list. So Starboy, Blinding Lights, Can't Feel My Face, In Your Eyes, Save Your Tears, The Hills, Heartless, Too Late, I Feel It Coming in the Night.
I know like 3 of those songs.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with. So this is not the question.
What is now. Okay.
But his number one, what was it? The Light song, which I think is a ripoff from Take on Me. I'm just saying. I think that will be his final song.
I think that's gonna be his opener.
I think it'll either be like Starboy in that one or Flip Flopped.
I think maybe it might end with Starboy.
I could see him opening with Starboy because they could do like a cool remixed slow version and like have the whole stadium dark and then slowly like brighten it up.
Yeah,
like,
but I could also see
Starboy.
it starting with the blinding lights because it's got that like mysterious intro.
Oh, that's true.
It could be like coming up or something then.
So I guess maybe
I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say Blinding Lights is the overwhelming favorite as the final song.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
I think that I still think Blinding Lights is going to be the Blinding Lights is going to definitely be the intro. I think Starboy is going to close it out. I don't know what's going to be in the middle because I don't know enough of his music.
Because I could also see. I feel like Blinding Lights is going to close it out because like that's a much more hype song than Starboy. Because Starboy can start him off low and like build up. Because Starboy is pretty like, I don't know. I'm just like picturing like what I would do if I was the producer behind how they're doing
if you were the
show.
Weeknd.
So if I,
ladies
if
and
I
gentlemen,
was whoever was in charge of the Weeknd, it is I. I just like picturing like what I would do, and I would like production wise, like how I would transfer over to camera or whatever. So I would open with Starboy. So I'm gonna go with Starboy.
Did you say that In the Night is one of the options?
Yeah.
I'll take
no, wait. Yeah. You're going with In the Night. That's literally that has like that. So in terms of odds, it's plus 4,500, which is like the least likely according to this one. So like Savannah would get a huge payday if she got that. I'm gonna go with Can't Feel My Face. I love that song.
See, I can feel my face.
I hate that song. Yeah, I can feel my face.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you. That one?
Yeah, that one.
I think that's a solid middle of the pack one.
I don't get it.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Well, and then the last song is the overwhelming favorite's Blinding Lights.
I bet they're gonna have a big light show.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a big Pepsi logo.
It's just it's just gonna be like epilepsy just on the TV screen.
It's interesting because usually they have people that are like in a mosh pit sort of thing that like interact with the show.
The Beppis logo.
But they're not doing that, obviously. I mean, I'm assuming they're not doing that, so I don't know.
Please don't do that. Whoever's saying
I hope they're not.
Don't do it.
It's like Tom Brady comes out on the field with like a Pepsi jersey on.
He's like, I love this song.
Beppis.
It's like a commercial inside of the halftime show.
Beppis.
Tom Brady probably likes Pepsi more than Coke.
Diet Coke.
Like he's a Pepsi person.
Because I can.
Good. If you guys could like pick an artist to do a halftime show at the Super Bowl, who would you pick?
Jazz. Somebody jazz. That'd be cool.
Oh, that would be really fun.
Jazz gals.
One of the things here was
you know.
Will the Weeknd have Kenny G on stage at the halftime show?
Yes.
Who's Kenny G?
Kenny G's a saxophone player.
He's a man.
Famous saxophone player.
He's pretty famous.
Wait, okay, I feel like I should know that. I feel like I know that. I'm gonna Google him. If I could pick any artist to do a halftime show performance, I would love if Panic at the Disco would do one, just because I know.
I think that'd be a
good one.
It would be
that's a good one.
Their Pray for the Wicked album alone, bangers all the way through.
Yeah,
like
can Brendan Gary just come on stage and sing the Bagel Boys? Fine.
I was really excited for a couple years ago when Coldplay was doing halftime.
Oh,
honestly,
that was gonna be trash. That was they don't work at the Super Bowl.
There.
Oh, sorry.
Because they ended up pairing them with like Beyonce or Rihanna or someone, so it wasn't even really them. And I was like, what was the point of this?
Coldplay comes in, then Beyonce.
I really like Coldplay, but they're not like they don't have like the halftime Super Bowl vibe. Yeah, that's like they're like the sad vibes on my playlist.
They were like
I would
Viva La Vida, and then Beyonce comes in with Formation with like 15,000 people just on the field. It was
I need One Direction to reunite, and I need One Direction to do a halftime show for the Super Bowl. If they don't do anything, I would lose my mind. I'm supposed to see Harry Styles this summer, but I wouldn't mind another Lady Gaga one.
I would like Big Time Rush at the halftime of the Super Bowl.
Bro, if they like all came up on like different sides of the stadium,
me and 10 other people would appreciate it.
Oh, I want it.
They're getting back together
we bet on
when COVID's done. They're already reunited.
Wait, no.
So
I want it here. Wait, anyone else that has the answer to whoever you want. Who would you want?
I'm going back and forth on this one because I don't know. But there's a few people that
let us know if you have an answer for this. Let us know in the comments.
I would say probably. Oh my gosh, I literally was just thinking about it, then I forgot the name.
Can you tell me the genre?
Thomas Rhett. I feel it. Although country, I don't think a country artist would ever get the spot, just because not enough people like actively don't hate country music. Like there's a lot of people that don't listen to country music and don't actually know country music, but like, oh my gosh, country music sucks. And I'm like, literally, like, you're wrong. They're like, it's just about girls and trucks and beer. And I'm like, well, first of all, isn't that what like hip hop is about? Except instead of like trucks, it's cars, and instead of beer, it's other alcohol or substances.
Henny God.
Yeah, like is it? But then it's just like lyrically, it's so good and so powerful. Love country music, but I don't think a country artist could headline as a halftime show.
You know who else would be really good? Lizzo. Lizzo would be so good.
Lizzo would be cool.
Lizzo and Harry Styles.
Yes, that'd be so powerful.
Annabelle, who would you want?
I already kind of said, but I think like Hannah brought up Rihanna. That'd be a good one. Or Lizzo. Lizzo would have a really good performance.
That would be cool.
I think Taylor Swift would also be a really good one.
Yeah, I would like.
I think she'd be good for like a national anthem, but I don't see her being a halftime. It would depend on headliner.
Well, no,
I mean she's got the star power for it, but I don't think
she has a really like diverse discography.
She does. Yeah, true, she does.
Because if she did like stuff like from like her 1989 album would be really good. Yeah. None of her recent stuff would work, but I love it all.
Yeah,
anyway.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking more of that kind of poppy.
Like 1989 or Reputation Taylor. Would be good.
I miss old school Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift.
Teardrops on my guitar, Taylor Swift.
Yes, Teardrops on my guitar era, like Taylor Swift album, Taylor Swift, Fearless. Like, give me that. Give me that T-Swizzle. Not this not this new folklore Evermore Taylor.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me ever again.
Hey.
No.
I will not hear this.
Let's not try to argue here.
All right, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Another question.
I refuse to hear it.
Well, no, I have a few. Foo Fighters. I think Foo Fighters would be really cool.
Are they relevant still?
Yeah, they're always relevant because Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl is just relevant. he's just existing. I was gonna get into like the realm of like hip hop because I think that you can do it. It's just difficult because you can't really swear that much, if at all. So like I was thinking you could do like a Kendrick show. That would be really cool. Kendrick Lamar. I think Tyler the Creator would be awesome at the Super Bowl. Like if he opened up with New Magic Wand and like the extended version of it that he did for his tour, I think that would be incredible.
I'd like Bruno Mars. I think he's already done
one. Yeah, Bruno Mars. That was
done two.
That was good. His was so much fun.
That was with the Chili Peppers.
Oh, that was such a good one. That was
even though they didn't actually play their instruments.
Yeah, true. But
it was all pre-recorded.
But what would you say is like your favorite halftime show of all time?
Oh,
your favorite Super
Bruce
Bowl
Springsteen.
Bruce?
Oh my God,
I would
Bruce
say
Springsteen.
Prince.
Oh, Prince was fantastic.
I haven't seen that many of them, honestly. Like I can't like pull them off the top of my head. I really liked Bruno. I really liked the Bruno Mars one.
The Bruno Mars one was so good.
What was there's another one I really liked. I think Lady Gaga's. I think I really liked.
Beyonce?
Oh yeah, Lady Gaga, where she like flew in.
Beyonce.
Yes, when she jumped off the top.
Yeah, that
was so funny.
I liked that.
I love Lady Gaga.
What was it? Lady Gaga's that like shut up power to like half the stadium? Was that her? Was that somebody else?
That was Beyonce at the Superdome.
Beyonce?
That was the Super Bowl that was the Har Bowl.
I remember watching that in Teddy Valinsky's house.
Shout out Teddy Valinsky.
Yeah, if you're watching, hi.
Shout out.
University of Pitt alum.
There is
Pittsburgh.
A very weird one that I'm going to throw out only because it's going to work with band people. So in 2000, Disney got the halftime show and basically did a halftime show about the Millennium Celebration and had most of the soundtrack of Reflections of Earth in it.
Well, I was born in
it doesn't work as a halftime show, but I don't care.
It doesn't. I would say that Michael Bublé would objectively make a terrible halftime show. Listen, Michael, I love you, but you're not halftime show material. I'm just scrolling through Spotify looking at artists.
Toto should do a halftime show, but they just do Africa looped for like.
And then
10
Weezer
minutes.
comes out and then does their version of Africa, and then they battle each other in the Battle of Africa.
What about Paramore?
I bless those rains.
Paramore would be so
very good.
AJR would
I'm like looking through my Spotify.
AJR would be.
AJR would be fun.
Do they have songs other than
really
Bang?
Like Bang.
Yeah, they have Burn the House Down. They have
Greg, do you not like Weezer?
I think I saw them.
I don't not like Weezer, but like I only know a few of their songs, and I don't really care to listen to more.
Weezer's great.
But like the ones that I know I like, other than their Africa cover, that was terrible. That was garbage.
Ooh, that's the only version of Africa.
But I love their their cover of Rainbow Connection. I think that's
Is that
them?
They have a lot of popular ones though, like Island in the Sun.
Oh,
Buddy
Island in the
Holly.
Sun is it's a great one.
Okay, I have
It Ain't
another.
So.
I have another take.
Weezer and Haley Williams.
It'd be
Great
good.
cover.
I would really like a 5 Seconds of Summer halftime show. I think they have enough fun stuff that it would be fun. I'm not like a dedicated fan, but what I've heard, I've enjoyed.
Sure?
Like, am I sure? Tentatively.
That you're not a dedicated fan? You seem like you are.
Well, yeah, no,
Bro,
I'm
she's
looking at
dedicated.
I'm looking at place because I have like they have let me find it because I can't think of what it's called, but it's like
what about Drake?
they have Teeth. Teeth would be good. No Shame would be good.
What's the song that everyone knows?
Oh no! Now I'm playing music. I don't want that.
Oh, that was 21 Pilots would be a cool halftime show.
It was 21 Pilots. I saw them.
You know where they're from,
Craig?
Craig? Missouri.
Are they from? I thought they were from Ohio.
I don't know.
They're from Columbus.
Oh, they are?
Well, I know what. I think some of them. Well, I know that, or like there was some of them like moved to Missouri for a little while because they used to do a ton of concerts here in Columbia, like before they got famous. But I could never go because I wasn't old enough, so that sucked.
Yeah, all my friends went and saw 21 Pilots in high school.
I think.
I saw them my senior year. That was my like edgy experience because I was like, oh, like me and my friends are gonna drive ourselves to a concert on a school night, and it was gonna be so great. And it was in I don't remember what the arena is called. It was in the iWireless Center. That's where they actually have the women's tournament for Missouri Valley Conference now.
Who'd you see?
The 21 Pilots.
Oh, okay.
And because the arena's like it's like an arena, but it's like it's not like a enormous one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I feel like I'm saying like it's like the large boulder the size of a small boulder.
It's
it's not.
It's like a mid-sized arena.
Yeah, it's like a mid-sized arena. But even though we were up in like the nosebleeds, we had such good seats. We were so close, and it was so much fun.
I would say another good one that I personally would love to see, but it probably would kind of be a bit of a flop unless I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't work well for a halftime show. Would be Elton John. I think that would be. It would either be really, really good or really, really, really bad.
I mean, they've done people in his they've done the Who before. They've had the Rolling Stones.
in like 2021, in this era of like just the current world, I don't think Elton John would be a good halftime show without some gimmicky stuff going on.
You could have him and Billy Joel dueling pianos.
I think that would be like a good concert, but I don't think that would be a good halftime show because that's just like two old men playing pianos and singing. But like that doesn't work for like the Super Bowl halftime show.
People under like 50.
Yeah.
Hey,
I would love
Dragons
that concert.
done a halftime show.
No, I was gonna say them because I've seen them live before. They're crazy.
I'd say Imagine Dragons is like solidly mediocre.
No,
I've seen them 3 times.
Just like the visuals of it are stupid.
Were they good?
What, Savannah?
The 3 times.
What?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I saw them when I was in like 2014, 2015, and 2016, I think, because they toured. And I was just really into them. I love them. Those are like the first kind of like real concerts I went to.
What about Green Day?
Is that
No.
like Green Day. Oh,
No.
Holiday.
No.
Still Breathing? I mean, that song is such a good song.
It'll be so good.
I think Green Day would make it.
Imagine them playing 21 Guns to start it out. Just
like
slow.
Obviously not. Honestly, actually, like that wouldn't be a bad intro. Like go from like that slow intro, dark stage,
to
lights
American
come
Idiot.
on. No, they'd have to go into something else. But actually,
you could do Basket Case or When I Come Around.
I don't know. I would love to.
Day. I was so excited.
Basket Case is a fun. That was one of my favorite pep tunes.
All I know by them is Holiday. Honestly, I think that's probably it. But that's all that matters. Holiday is our go-to.
In our flip.
I will get to play Holiday like 2 weeks from Friday. Fingers crossed that doesn't get canceled. That I have not gotten to play Holiday since last August, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I might explode from excitement. I might just die. I might cry because I'm so excited.
We all got to play. After the last volleyball game, I talked to my director and I was like, "Hey, since we got like 3 wins this weekend, can we all play neck?" And it was just like, I don't even know how many people are in the pep band right now. It was like 20 to 30, and it was all of us just, and like, but the thing is, there's nobody in there because of the SEC, we can't play during the game, so we just stay after to like rehearse and record stuff. So it's just us playing into an empty stadium, and then there's like some like random people just like sitting there from the game. They're just watching, and we're just like going full out on neck, just for the hell of it, basically.
I missed that. That's fun.
Because we, at the end of our games, we would always play the stripper. Except since basketball pep band got canceled, we don't get to do that now. And that was always like my favorite part. I'm like, can we just play the stripper for football? Just get wild with it.
Yeah, we're
like, for football, we'll probably. Yeah, just for funsies. Like we haven't got to do literally anything fun for like ever. So
yeah, I think most of the time I wasn't playing because I was just smiling because I was like, oh, this is so much fun.
Like getting to do a whole football game for the first time in literally a year, because my last football game was in 2019, which is crazy. I went a full calendar year without football. Like I don't even know what I'm going to do when I'm at the football game. Like probably just cry the whole time. I'll be so excited.
But because I love to argue with you, Hannah, I'm going to argue with you that Rutgers went like 4 or 5 years without football.
Okay.
So 1 year's not that bad.
Yeah, but it's bad when you're watching everybody else have.
I'm sorry.
Literally watching all of y'all have band or whatever. Like Savannah and Jason watching people have like, or even your schools like have football. I was just like, my time is coming.
I chose not to watch football because I know it was going to be depressing.
Okay, well, you made that choice.
It was a good choice, not going to lie.
I got to film the football. Yeah, I got to film the football on Friday, and it was pretty fun. Well, I almost got hit in the face with the football, and I'm very afraid of our football coach. So
nice.
Mark Farley's so scary. Google a picture of him. You'll understand why I'm afraid.
He like Zoom bombed us one time, which is what our director called it, because he just like came into our Zoom call and we were like, oh hey, and he was just like talking to us, and then he apparently has a guitar in his office that he doesn't know how to play, and so he was like, if any of you guys know how to play guitar, he was like, just come into my office and like we can hang out and you can teach me how to play some stuff.
I would like to try it.
And I was like, I took 1 semester on guitar, but I will be there.
Someone just puts in the Zoom chat,
tell
play
him to come.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, just come by anytime. And we're like, okay, you say this. But watch.
But when it's like 4 a.m. and you're just there in a late night and like somebody appears in your doorway, you're not gonna be too welcoming. I was just
educationally vibing when you disturbed me with the power of the guitar.
I'm trying to remember how many football games UW played. I think it was like 4 or 5. But whenever it would like,
it was an emotional roller coaster. But it's okay because Larry Scott has been fired.
That's true. Even though, I mean, it really wasn't his fault.
Oh, we can talk about this now because he's been fired.
Well, yes.
Fired, Larry
He had.
Scott.
Well, he didn't. He stepped away.
Oh, he stepped away. No, he got fired.
I don't really know what the specifics were. If they were like, please resign, or what happened. I really don't. Please resign. Because they could have like forced him out. I really don't know what happened. But like,
you're bad.
Yeah, they're like coming up on like media negotiations for 2022.
Oh no.
When listen, I know exactly how this is gonna go, and like he was basically in his statement was like, yeah, media negotiations are coming up, and like I'm not the person to do that. So like that was his statement, really, like a nutshell. It had nothing to do with like the schools or the athletes or anything. And then I like what this is what's gonna happen is like Pac-12 Networks isn't on DirecTV, or like I don't know, they're on like Dish, but they're gonna move on to DirecTV as everybody else is moving away from cable and moving on to streaming like YouTube TV and Sling. They're gonna catch up. They'll be on DirecTV in 2022, and I still won't be able to watch them.
They're 10 years behind at
literally they are.
Network.
Yeah, and I just and
imagine
they have 3 channels too. They have like Pac-12 Washington, Pac-12 like California, or like Pac-12 Arizona. They have 3 channels, and then when I was able to watch them, there was like years ago when it first like was a thing. My family had DirecTV at our house, and at all 3 of the channels would always have the same thing on.
What is the point?
What is the point? Like what is the point? Please, like
I will say we have the NBC TV network, but it's like a free streaming thing. No one would pay extra for this.
NBC TV, I love that.
But the Big Ten network actually is pretty great.
BTN
is really good.
Except
it's really good.
There's one guy, Dave something. The camera that's on him when he's like in the studio is so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look this up.
I don't know why.
Send me the angle and I'll critique it.
No, it's just like it looks grainy.
Dave Revsine.
Yeah.
Revsine.
Like everybody else looks fine, fine. But it looks like his camera. Yeah, it looks like his camera is like a potato. Like it's so bad, and it's just so distracting. Like it's like I can't watch.
That's really weird. I don't know that I've noticed that, but I don't usually like just watch it. I usually watch it when I'm at home to watch like Michigan basketball or something.
Yeah, I watch it all the time. I have YouTube TV, and I have ACC Network, SEC Network, Big Ten Network, just for fun.
In case you need it, you might need it.
From my experience, though, I think that the Big Ten Network, like, not trying to be biased or anything, but I think that is like the best of the networks.
It's the most developed one because the SEC and the ACC ones are both like operated by ESPN and are quite early. I think the Big 12 is that too, but the Big Ten Network's kind of its own thing.
Well, isn't the Big Ten Network operated by Fox?
Well, I think it's got a partnership with Fox. I don't know if it's officially affiliated with Fox.
Fox Sports.
Texas.
I was watching a basketball game on Fox Sports last night, and I wasn't really paying attention. And then the Super Bowl commercial came on. I was like, "Oh, somebody pushed the wrong button. It was the wrong song." Because it was like the like da 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 that one. I was like, "What happened?" And then I just imagined somebody behind like the screen or like in the I don't know, in charge of things, pushing buttons and be like Fox Sports.
They just have like the robot. They just have like the robot football guy come out on the court and start playing pickup.
The Fox Sports theme is absolutely a bop, and I wish we had it in our pet folders. Like I would play that because we have SBIT or we have ESPN. We call it
SBIT.
It's the ESPN theme that we have.
Is that the Sports
Fox
Center
Sports,
theme?
Absolutely a bop. Because we like it's so fun because we start with the because we jump up and down while the Susas are like carrying it, and then we all gradually come in. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but Savannah, you're not that far off with like just pressing buttons because they have everything queued up on the control board. So they're like, okay, like take one, send one, and they're like hitting all the buttons to make all the graphics go. Because I know how to do it. I've never had to do it for ESPN, which is fine with me because I would be so scared. Because people actually watch like the ESPN broadcasts at you and I'd be like, no, I don't want that.
No.
But
I would love
for volleyball,
to do that. It seems like such a fun job.
It is fun. It's really scary though.
Hey, like, Hannah, can you give me a job at you and I doing that?
I will. You know what, Craig? I will next game. I will give you my credentials. It has my name and my picture on it, but just
Okay.
Cover that up.
I need no training. I just want to push buttons.
Craig's gonna have to dress up like
it's gonna be a fun game to watch on TV, folks. Make sure you tune in.
It's like the
someone's at the free throw line and like
highlights.
If I were control of it, of like the screen, they'd be like, "Why is the band still on there?" Because like the camera would only be on the band like every break.
Oh no, there'd just be like graphics popping up all over the place. Like different stats that are just like not supposed to be on the screen at that point.
This is a basketball game.
Like my favorite one is the bongo cam.
I love bongo cam. Oh my gosh.
It's my life mission to get on the bongo cam, but they put bongos. So they put bongos at the bottom of the screen, and they cut to different people, and you have to bongo. And they also have like the Lion King one. So like you pick somebody up and you hold them. We
just hold our saxophones up.
We do that at the football games.
We never get on.
Yeah,
it's like a wheel.
Sometimes we'll get like band people to pick each other up, and then they got that on camera. Or there's like a guitar one or stuff like that. I just have those on loop.
Whatever we do is they always put the band on when we do the interlude, which is like our dance. That apparently was started like 10 years ago. So happy 10th birthday interlude. But they always show the band because we're always going crazy. But if I was in charge of the cameras, because like we're all at our cameras, we have our headsets on, and then our broadcast director is in the studio like telling us where to point. And I'd just be like, all right, 3 cameras on the bands. Just leave it. That's all we need to do. Watch your cameras and go.
Just go ahead.
Put up stats at the bottom. Like, the game's going into overtime, but we're just going to show the band. You can tell what's going on just by the band reactions.
I feel like it always just pans so fast over the band. They're like, "Oop!" It's like a blur. Like, who am I looking at?
I built a relationship with the guy who does the camera by the student section over my 5th year in pep band, and so like he always knew like at like certain like hype moments. He knew, he was like, all right, that's Craig's spot. We're going straight to him. And I had so much screen time. I
did that with me and a couple of my friends too. It was so much fun.
It's great.
I miss pep band so much. I'm like sad thinking about this.
As like a fan before like pep band was allowed. And I think they put me and my friend on. It was like 7 times. Because there was nobody else in the stands, or there was like nobody like standing up and cheering.
So see, we didn't even do crowd shots like that at the volleyball match because we were like, we don't want to take a risk of like people not distancing or something. Because I mean, like you and I had super strict rules in place that they enforce, but it's like it was just easy because we had to change camera placement too because we normally have courtside cams and then we have people up on the concourse. But because of distancing, we can't have courtside cams, so we have fewer camera operators at different sides. It's a whole logistical thing, but they figured it out, and it seems to work. So go Cats to that. It works. If it fits, it ships.
Anywhere in the country for one low flat rate.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, should we wrap this up? Should we wrap this up? Because we're closing in on an hour.
Yeah. All right, folks.
Hannah, where can people find this beautiful thing that we do called Band Radio College?
Oh. You can find College Band Radio
Lies
on Twitter at college. Or no, wait, you can find us on Instagram at College Band Radio. You can find us on YouTube at College Band Radio, and you can find us on Twitter at College Band RDO because, as you know, radio is 1 letter too long.
So annoying.
And with that, I guess I want to say thank you to our sponsor, Flip Folder app, as well as the College Marching Network for partnering with us. And make sure to stay tuned. Season 2 of College Band Radio is coming out in just a few weeks. Sit tight. Make sure you're subscribed and following us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever your normal podcasting app is. And we will be back here next Wednesday at the same time. Till then, happy living.
You and I go Cats.
Stay safe, stay healthy, wear a mask, and we'll talk to y'all next week.